Hello guys, today we will be reading Harry Potter. Gonna be reading Harry Potter. Let me just get onto Harry Potter real quick. Boop. Boop. So I'm gonna read you guys Harry Potter. Let me just get onto the website I read on. I want to see if I'm logged in already. I have to do this myself, plus. Nope. I have to search it up myself. So, I can't tell you guys the name. Because then I'll be sued. I don't want to be sued. A-V-A-W-A. I don't even know what it is anymore. It's... Oh, no, wait. No, don't shut it down. It's and then yeah, and then that, and then this, and that, and then and then yeah, I got it. Let me just put my password. What did I put? I need to show me. Show me. No. What did I put? Oh. Wait to load. I bet. Let me just get it. I got it from my friend. I got you guys. Start over on one chapter every day. Have it on dyslexic funk. Because I'm not dyslexic, but it's easier to read. And then turn it black screen. And then we'll be reading Harry Potter, Book 1, Chapter 1, The Boy Who Lived. Mr. and Mrs. Dursley of Number 4 Privet Drive were proud to say that they were perfectly normal. Thank you very much. They were the last people you'd expect to be involved in anything strange or mysterious because they just didn't hold with such nonsense. Mr. Dursley was the director of a firm called Grunnings, which made drills. He was a big, beefy man with hardly any meat, although he did have a large mustache. Mrs. Dursley was thin and blonde, and had nearly twice the usual amount of neck, which came in very useful as she spent so much of her time craning over garden fences, spying on the neighbors. The Dursleys had a small son named Dudley, and in their opinion, there was no finer boy anywhere. The Dursleys had everything they wanted, but they also had a secret, and their greatest fear was that somebody would discover it. They didn't think they could bear it if anyone found out about the Potters. Mrs. Potter was Mrs. Dursley's sister, but they hadn't met for several years. In fact, Mrs. Dursley pretended that she didn't have a sister because her sister and her good-for-nothing husband were as un-Dursleyish as it was possible to be. The Dursleys shuddered to think what the neighbors would say if the Potters arrived in the street. The Dursleys knew that the Potters had a small son too, but they'd never even seen him. This boy was another good reason to keep the Potters away. They didn't want Dudley mixing with the child like that. When Mr. and Mrs. Dursley woke up on a dull grey Thursday, on our story starts, there was nothing about the cloudy sky outside to suggest that strange and mysterious things would soon be happening all over the country. Mr. Dursley hummed as he picked up his most boring tie for work, and Miss Dursley gossiped away. She wrestled a screaming Dudley into his high chair. None of them noticed a large tawny owl flutter past the window. At 8:30, Mr. Dursley picked up his briefcase, pecked Miss Dursley on the cheek, and picked Miss Dursley on the cheek, picked Miss Dursley on the cheek, and tried to kiss Dudley goodbye, but missed. Please, but missed. But because Dudley was now having a tantrum and throwing his cereal at the walls. "Little tyke," shouldered Mr. Dursley as he left the house. He got into his car and backed out of number 4's drive. It was the corner of the street that he noticed the first sign of something peculiar, a cat reading a map. For a second, Mr. Dursley didn't realize what he had seen. Then he jerked his head around to look again. There was a tabby cat standing on the corner. Standing on the corner.